Championship Crown of Servers tournament.
Woo!
I'm Juniper, she, her, and she'll introduce yourself.
And I am Extrac, she, her.
Yeah. And we are coming to you live in the middle of a round. We had some technical difficulties getting set up this morning, but we are live and ready. So
we got here. We've got Gordon playing Padma on the left, and Rio playing Built to Last on the right. So runners looking very set up already. They've got a Coalescence out. They've got two Mantles out. They've got Pressure Spike, Propeller, and I'm not sure what that one right on the end is, but they are looking very set up here.
I believe that's a Pressure Spike. No, it's a breaker of some sort. What is that?
So that's Pressure Spike in the middle. I'm not sure what the Anarch one on the end is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that's a
I think it might be Fermenter.
Yeah.
So Corp's on 3 points by the looks of things. They've got two one-pointers and a petty cash, so 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points and a petty cash, and then the runner has just 1 point. But the runner's got a lot of setup right now. I'm curious to see Mags. I mean, Crown of Servers is normally the more fun, have fun, do what you want tournament before the main event.
Yeah.
Where people, because you have to have what each player. For anyone who doesn't know, Crown of Servers, this is the tournament we have on the Friday before the main event. It's a team-based tournament, so every player is part of a 3-person team. You can see just barely off camera some of the other players. You're allowed to consult with your team during the tournament. You're allowed to ask them for help with decisions. You're allowed to figure things out collectively. And all those decisions are, each player has to play a different faction. So for the runners, you have to have one person on each faction, unless someone decides to play Nova, I guess. And then for the Corps, you have to do 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
So this means that people have to play factions that otherwise they might not have. For example, if your entire testing group is like, we found the perfect Anarch deck.
Only one of you gets to play it.
Only one of you gets to play it.
But
so a lot of people show up and bring more interesting decks.
Yeah. So quite often you get a mix of people that are playing stuff that they think is fun, but not necessarily something they could take through to the main tournament. But sometimes people do test the tournament deck that they are going to bring tomorrow and today, because they don't want to build two sets of decks, so they just bring what they have. So, I mean, these both look like fairly standard decks. Like Padma's a bit of a rogue choice. You don't see a lot of Padma these days, but this could be what they're playing tomorrow. In BTL, it's hard to tell with all the cards face down. I'm seeing a Tucana in the bin. There's a tree line. This looks like a very standard BTL. And the Corp is, if that's the Corp's credit pool, then they are very flush with cash at the minute, and they're just trying to push.
Does
so they're
not
pushing.
Surprise me. Wayland's good at that.
Yeah, BTL do be making the money.
Yep.
So they just pushed something in the remote. The runner could reasonably challenge this. That Pressure Spike is going to quite happily get through that tree line, but they haven't got any other breakers down at the minute. So they may be able to challenge, and they may try to.
Do you have a simul chip on the board, which means if there is an SMC or something else in the bin, we could potentially see something get pulled out to solve that problem?
Yes, and I think they're prepping for that by popping the fermenter now.
Cracking the fermenter, so definitely was a fermenter. Getting 10 credits off of it. Lots of money. That's 23 credits right there.
Yeah, that'll walk them in. And also they have got is that a twinning in the bottom left?
Yeah, that's a twinning with 3 counters on it. So that's if they get into R&D, that's a lot of checks.
Yeah.
I assume that Gordon's just looking for more icebreakers right now.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean the Corps is only on 2 points, so they have got a bit of time to breathe. I'm not entirely sure if this BTL is playing any kind of fast advance or any kind of rapid or any kind of never advanced rapid plays. Or if it's just
have to be a little bit worried, because if that's a 3-2 and that gets scored out, then you're in measured response territory.
Yes, absolutely. And with what is that, about 20 credits on the board? The Corp could very easily play 2, maybe even 3 measured responses. So that's a real threat. And
all right, playing SMC to trash the Coalescence. Reasonable, because it lets you just have lets you run anything.
And we're
going
making
to make a run on that server.
And we see a Biawak.
Oh,
okay. Paying not the full 14, so Biawak of course lets you, as you can see on the screen, sacrifice an agenda to basically get this for 4. But it's an incredibly strong piece of ice. 6 strength sentry, really hard to get through. 2 mantles getting cracked. Presumably we're going to get our sentry break, because we cannot face check this, because that would be a complete board wipe basically. So
getting Orca.
Orca! Oh!
I knew about this. This is okay. Gordon's from my local meta. He has been trying to put Orca into decks as much as possible. He for a while, I think he was trying to run Orca in. Well, I won't say because it might be another deck that he's brought. But every time I talk to him, he's like, "Yeah, you know what that deck makes that deck better? Adding Orca to it." So I'm so glad to see this.
And the nice thing about Orca, because Coalescence has got one counter on it, which they're cycling through with Padma, you can keep getting 2 credits. So it effectively reduces the cost of using Orca by 2 credits every time.
So putting a counter on there, then immediately taking it off.
Nice. We're through the tree line, so that's nice.
The tree line,
nice and
breaking
easy
the tree line for 3.
And in the remote, they get a slash and burn.
Getting a slash and burn.
So this is an interesting mode. So slash and burn, not an agenda you typically want to score. You typically want to use it to score something else.
Yes, but it could be that with the 3 points available, it might have been that Rio was just looking to score out 2 points to get measured responses to live.
Exactly. So this kind of tells us a little bit about what's in Rio's hand, that they haven't really drawn that many agendas, because if they're trying to score a slash and burn 4-2 rather than a 3-2, that kind of hints to us that either they only have 1-pointers, 3-pointers, or no agendas in their hand.
A second Biowak.
Oh, okay. Going down to 0 points. I mean, you can break that Orca. You have to stem the bleeding though, because it's not a res you wanted to make just then, but it's needed because they've got 20 counters.
That's another point.
That's another agenda.
But that's scary because that does put you in the danger zone.
Yeah.
I think that we could see 5 cards in hand. But only thing that's 2 measured responses does end the game here, I believe.
It does, because they're only on 6 credits, so they can't pay the toll, as it were. Runner is on 4 points.
4 points.
Okay.
Let's
So
see.
big swing plays there. 28 credits worth of ice being raised for 8 credits, but
I assume. Oh wait, no. Gordon was able to get to 8 credits by taking it off the Coalescence.
So the triple play is still online, but you would have had to have all 3 in hand from your Mando draw. What do we have here? A Spin Doctor trying to draw up.
Yeah, this means Gordon's safe because you can pay for the first one.
I'm seeing 1 agenda, and I don't think there's a measured responses in hand.
There might be. I'm not sure. We'll see. The measure response is that big kill right now. It's probably the most dangerous card in the deck because it just in standard right now, I'd say.
Yeah, because it can just end the game out of nowhere if you have enough money, and the corp is not exactly short on cash right now. And the other thing is, unlike a lot,
there's definitely 2 in the hand.
There's 2. I see at least 1 agenda. Is there a second?
There's 2 measured responses. So
there's 2 measured responses in hand. So the threat is live, and if Rio can find that 3rd one, and they can make the threat of attacking at all a real problem with the runner, because measure response doesn't have a trigger condition. It's not like Oppo where you need to have done a thing. If it's just, did the runner make a run last turn? If yes, you can play the measured responses out in flatline, and they don't have to have stolen an agenda or trashed anything or anything like that. Yeah. So the threat is very much online.
Yeah. All right,
we're getting a bit of table talk going here.
Having some sort of conversation, possibly talking with teammates about decisions, possibly trying to figure out what to do. It's unclear.
Okay.
Judge is being called for the other game on the table. Smart move there, though. Potentially would have been very bad if Gordon had not managed to get those 8 credits there.
Yeah,
right,
I mean they're very safe now. They're sitting on 6 cards in hand.
Using that to get back the Coalescence, get 2 credits. Now, the issue here is that you have this great setup. You can get into most servers. You can do all this. However, you know that if you ever go too low on money or ever go too low on basically anything, you could just instantly die.
You're absolutely done. So 8 is the new 0.
Right. And even beyond that, you have to be extra careful with what you do. So putting a counter onto Coalescence and then immediately removing it.
Treeline and,
So that's a
and Beerwhack
Treeline.
again on R&D. So we're going for the digs because the Spin Doctor cycled out the cards that he'd seen on the top of the deck.
Right.
So these are fresh cards, and he's going to see 3 of them presumably.
So we've put on using the 2 credits from Mantle and 1 more to break Treeline, then spending 4 credits to break with Orca, getting 2 credits back. That's so cheap to go through a BOWOC
I
with
know.
the Coalescence.
It's yeah, absolutely. I mean, you are paying 10 credits to install Orca in the first place. Like, you're paying up front.
Yeah, but you get to install Orca.
You do get to install the big whale.
All right, let's see.
Oh, that's another agenda, and that's that. It's a 3-pointer, and that's
That's
it.
the game.
Oh,
Wow.
so it kind of felt like we were coming into it halfway through, so we didn't know what was there. But it kind of felt like the Corp was in a bit of a drought.
Well, I mean, if the Corp had not, if Gordon hadn't been able to make that little bit of money back right there, or if Gordon hadn't been able to grab that last little bit of money,
Yeah,
the
then
Corp would have had it. The Corp
could have
had
closed.
2 measured responses in hand, we can see, and that's death if you have 5 cards in hand and you don't have 8 credits.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
taking that last credit off the Coalescence was able to keep Gordon alive.
Yeah, no,
Smart
absolutely.
plays.
Very smart play. Very conscientious.
Oh my gosh.
So we got.
All right, I think I know which deck this is as well. Hold on.
Oh.
That's 10 cards. That's 15 cards. That's 20 cards.
Oh no.
That's 25
This number's
cards.
not going to start with a 4, is it?
That's 30 cards. That's 35. 40. 45. 50.
I don't like this.
55.
Oh my god.
60.
No!
65.
No! Someone did the actual
70.
meme!
Okay, it's either it's 74 cards.
74 card Ob. Now, of course, Ob has the ability to go search for things in your deck, so a bigger deck is less of a problem. That's still a lot of.
How many agendas is that? So a 50 card, 54 card deck is 22 points, right?
So 54 is 22. So we are. We are
so
5 ticks over. So that means 30 points.
We're at 70. So 50 would be 22. Then 55 would be 24. 60 would be 26. 65 would be 28. Yeah, so there are 30 points of agendas in this deck.
30 or 31
30 or
minimum.
31.
That's
so many.
That's a lot of agendas. And
yeah. I immediately recognized this because of the other thing that I've known Gordon for in our local meta, which is, what if I played the largest Ob deck you've ever seen in your life?
I mean, that's not the largest Ob deck I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, I've seen bigger.
I've seen 100 card Ob before. So it's a big deck. And if luck's not on your side, you could just draw nothing but agendas for both your initial and your mull. And we've got Sable on the right. Sable obviously going to be wanting to run centrals to recover clicks. Lost a lot of power with the deep dive ban, which was
the deep dive. I think a lot of people were just running Sable for value recently.
Yeah.
Honestly, just because it's a very powerful criminal.
It is.
She's very good at that. But I'm curious to see this. I think Sable likes going up against Ob a bit, just because Ob's going to be a little bit more wide, and criminal anytime, especially if you're doing a deck that's running a lot, you want to play against anything that's running wide.
Absolutely.
We'll see though.
Right.
I have absolutely no idea what's going to be in Gordon's deck.
Well,
it could be literally anything.
Well, we'll find out together. We just need to update the points counter at the bottom because that's still from the last game. Okay, so we open with a hedge fund upgrade on HQ.
Interesting.
Are we thinking Hollow Man?
It could be a Hollow Man, especially behind an ice like that. Protects it a little bit. But I'm not sure.
I mean, it could just be a Mavarus. That's a very classic Ob holdouts because there's a lot a lot of cards you can pull.
Marcus Archives. Starting with some money. Talking to I believe looking at a teammate's hand there and giving advice. Once again, that's the whole point of Crown of Servers. You can do that. Ooh, Bravado.
Bravadoing.
Exactly the card you want to be able to do. Being able to do an early Bravado is really nice.
Yeah.
Especially because a lot of Wayland Ice is going to be doing things like trashing programs, a lot of the scary ice.
Yep.
And, like, what are you going to trash? There's nothing there.
Just making
Oh,
Oh,
not
okay.
going to Bravado. Going to Boomerang instead, and then Bravado.
And then Bravado.
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
just in case.
sensible.
Trying to choose whether or not to res.
I mean,
I want to see this beast as an ice that I've never seen before, or that I've seen before, but I haven't thought about in years. That just makes me go, who would play this?
yeah.
Because that's what I expect to be in a 74 card Ob deck.
Well, yeah, you have to make some unusual ice choices because there's just not that much ice. Oh, it's an
Afshar. Pretty
So
good here, honestly.
Yeah, Afshar's all right because
you want to get the Boomerang on an Afshar. It keeps taxing the Corp out.
Yeah, because this more or less cancels out the gain from the bravados. This is more or less credit neutral when all said and done. So,
We'll see.
are they gonna? They might just let the 2 fire and save the boomerang for another time. Oh no.
Oh, getting in. Ooh, it's a virus. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So a virus purges virus counters, doesn't really do anything. Was almost certainly just there to trigger Ob.
Which I think is what this is. Actually, he's picked up his deck, so he's going to be searching for a 2-cost card.
Has to pay 3 to do this, but can go get something interesting.
Regolith is this.
And we do get the fun effect of a virus here, where you get to deal to 1 net damage.
Not if you no, because he resin trashed it.
Oh, is
to
it?
use it to go get Regolith.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Which is really good. Quite often I hear players say, if you get a Regolith down and you manage to tick through it, which
got 2 points right off the top.
Loses it above the law. But yeah, if you get a Regolith down and you manage to tick through it, you have money for days. You can carry through the rest of the game without.
That was a really nice play though, especially because being able to it's always dangerous to run last click against an Ob because you're giving them an opportunity to potentially res stuff and do things with it. If you see there's not that much trashable ice anymore, but if you see something like that, it could potentially be used there.
Yeah.
You always want to give yourself a click to potentially go trash the thing that the Ob might res. However, if you hadn't gone up against it, it wouldn't have happened at all because the Corp would have just resed it.
Yeah, they would have just popped this for the regular because
it's a bad choice either way.
But yeah, they made the Corp's resume, got some information, and got 2 points out of it. Not a bad start. So I'm guessing the Corp's turn is just going to be click it 3 times.
So, yep. Taking 9 credits.
9 credits. That will carry them very happily for the rest. Now, I always feel bad about going and trashing a Regolith that's only got like 1 or 2 ticks on it, but I feel like you kind of have to anyway.
Yeah, it's rough not to, just because you don't want to give the Corp 6 credits, but also you don't want to spend your time. You don't want to pay 3 just to deny the Corp 6 credits.
Exactly. So it might be feels bad, but I think that is the right move. So what do we got in hand here? I can see a Paladin.
HQ as I believe that's HQ as the
mark,
which is rough. You don't want to see that when there's an ice on HQ. But hopefully we can get some sort of icebreaker down or just something to deal with that. Let's see.
Not doing too bad on my. Oh,
all right, running on R&D.
Winchester.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, runner just gently setting up. I think they got a good money, but no switch. Mystic coming down, nice.
Mystic maybe, just a solid choice. This is a pretty standard Sable deck so far, doing all the stuff you expect to, but Sable's still powerful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
So leaving the Regolith.
Let's see a second.
That'll be the Winchester
ice.
surely, and then double clicking the Regolith.
Double-clicking the Regolith. Okay.
So up at 17 credits.
And then that goes off. We'll search the deck for a card. Not sure what we'll be grabbing here. Oh, just a Tithe to put on R&D.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
Just get something out there.
Yeah. And we are now able to bring you table mics.
Oh, we'll be able to hear them. Nope.
We are not able to bring you table mics just yet.
We're working on it.
Still working through technical things. Okay. Anyway, we're continuing on. So Mystic Memory ticking up, going to get basically be a drip of one credit a turn for the runner, which can add up very quickly. We saw with Rizeki back in the day the power of 1 credit a turn.
Much more importantly, at this point in the meta, to be frank, basically everyone is running the twinning as their win condition. So once you get the twinning down, you now have a way to charge it. Obviously, I feel like Sable would rather be charging it with Chesva, because Coffee's very good, just an amazing card, but we'll see. Not sure
what
what
is
that
that?
card is.
I'm not sure what that is, and that is either. Okay, so aside from the initial exchange, where the runner got 2 points,
Alright,
not a lot.
Corp is
Okay, Corp's
just
going wide now.
immediately installing 2 cards. Assume drawing 1 card. Mark is okay. Mark is R&D, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what those mark symbols mean, but I'm. The runner is drawing up, probably, I assume, looking for that twinning. Also potentially looking just for more icebreakers. Putting down a
I'm not entirely sure.
wonderful proxy of something. I'm not sure what. It's adorable, though. Tomorrow there will be a lot more. Tomorrow we'll have proxies printed for all players. Today it's a lot more casual. This tournament is much more.
Yeah,
for fun.
it's a very friendly tournament. You know, the idea is you're having a nice day with your team, and just having some fun in the warm up before the big event next.
Still obviously competitive,
Oh,
but
yeah.
still much more casual. We're not as worried about making sure that every deck is perfectly viable.
Absolutely. So we've got a paladin down as well as mystic. So the runner is going to be ticking up drip for days, which is lovely. We see an anthill rezzed in server 1, which is obviously good. Runner has to go kill that. Cannot let that fire
Almost
a second
certainly, although once again, that's one of those things where it's just like, okay, do you really want to spend an action now that it's already fired once? I assume we'll see it get killed, but oh wow.
Oh,
Putting 3 cards in, one of them is a Mavirus, and just immediately using that to search.
I'm guessing they're going to go get a lamplighter and put that over the anthill, or no, Kessler are going on the new remote. Okay, interesting.
Interesting.
So they're just saying to the runner, come trash this anthill. I don't care. I don't need it. Real action's over here behind a Kesselroy.
All right. Let's see. Mark on Archives. Over there.
Okay.
28 minutes left on the round. 28 minutes.
The world's hardest deck to shuffle.
Need to get one of those auto shuffling machines.
Just keep it with you the entire time.
Right. So the runner is just drawn a boomerang, and that is just straight through the Kesselroy if they want to, and I think they're going for it.
All right, let's.
No, going R&D. Interesting.
Interesting. All right, going to run R&D. Putting a bunch of credits on the card that neither of us can recognize.
I have no idea. What do you put 6 credits on?
I still don't know what it is. All right, boomeranging R&D. Going to get in and see. Oh, paying credits to trash a.
No idea.
No idea.
There's a lot of alts in this deck.
So many alt arts in both decks.
I mean, I do love that about Neverrun, and the
it's
players
fun.
can kind of express their creativity.
And once again, for Crown to servers, it's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Once we have during the main tournament, I believe we'll have deck lists. I'll have to double check, but at the very least, we will be able to check players' decks beforehand and check for alt arts and make sure we know all of those.
Okay, bit of confusion. Judge call. I think they forgot to take Anthill last turn.
Asking a question about, I guess, the anthill?
Yeah, if they can take it this turn.
So asking whether or not they draw which card they draw first. So because once Anthill fires, then you will be able to do the search, and at that point you can go get a 0-cost card, for example, a Spin Doctor, and at that point you can do something with it. Then you draw your second card. If it draws afterwards, you don't get that shuffle in between.
Ob.
So,
Okay, so what are we searching for?
assume searching for a Spin Doctor that's usually the 0 cost.
It's 2 costs because
Oh, it's 2 cost, right, 'cause Anthill's 3.
So shoring up R&D a bit more. So they set up this server behind a Kesselroyd, and the runner didn't check it. So the runner clearly didn't think this was a threat.
Potentially, although the runner doesn't have that many tools, and there was another card in there. If that's a Anoetic Void, if that's a Skunk Works, you're not getting into that server, and you're wasting your boomerang. 'Cause
True.
We don't know. We haven't seen any breakers come out yet.
Right, but I think we've got one breaker, but we're not entirely sure what it is because of the altars.
That could potentially be a breaker. All right, let's see. So I'm going to see what's in that server potentially.
Tucana, okay,
Tucana,
scores
so
are
I
coming down.
assume there is a agenda about to be scored. What is it? Is it... Ooh, an Azef.
Azef.
All right, so
Trashing.
Azef is happening. Trashing a card. Dealing 2 damage. Let's see. What are we going to grab here? I don't think there's a kill line here, but I could be wrong.
I don't think so.
I always get scared when I see an Azef. There's so many decks that could just do...
Yeah.
I instantly kill you.
And there are some decks that absolutely leverage Azef, but quite often it's just tempo. Quite often it's just it's just 2 damage. It's annoying. It sets the runner back, and it being a 3/2 is obviously just really good because this lets Wayland be a 7x3/2 faction, which is obviously really good for forward tempo.
Grabbing a simple barrier here. Just a simple...
They just put that ice back in their hand.
Did they just put ice back in their hand?
I think they just put ice back in their hand.
Yeah,
That's not how that works.
I assume it might be getting trashed and they just put it there temporarily, or that's a...
Yeah, we'll
game
see.
mistake. We'll see.
Unfortunately, we're operating on documentary rules. We can't interfere.
We can't break out of the room and immediately go tell everyone.
Okay, so 2 points apiece.
Yep.
Tucana in the remote. Both players have a reasonable amount of money. A lot of ice res.
Rio would really, really like to see any sort of icebreaker here, it feels.
Yeah. They've got a Kurapera in hand. I think that's a cat's cradle. That's already down. The Kurapera is going to do a lot of work because Wayland obviously loves a barrier.
And there it is, getting that down. Okay, so that'll let you break into almost any server, right?
And that's a twinning they just drawn. So they are setting up, so the Corp does need to get a move on, but with Tucana down...
It's very difficult to get a move on when your deck is 74 cards.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Oh, going to
that
fast advance.
straight slash and burning.
And I assume we'll use... Wow. Okay. Doing another Azef.
To go get a Spin Doctor.
Yep. Going to get a Spin Doctor.
Oh!
Right. Now we have some table audio.
Do the rest of it, and then I'll... This is the annoying part because I gotta shuffle now, and then I'm gonna Tucana, so I'm gonna shuffle So yeah, so I shuffle, you cut, I draw 2, then we do 2 damage, and then I Tucana, which gets me an ice, and then I shuffle again.
Yep. And you have to do all the shuffling while your deck is 74 cards.
Oh, not quite 74 anymore. They've drawn at least 10, so it's only 64 now.
Yeah,
Easy shuffle, really.
He's almost reduced it down to the size of a normal deck. All right, going to get to kill 2 cards. If we can hit that twinning, that'd be great.
Ooh, and the Kurapera as well. Oh,
That's so good here.
That is painful because that might give the Corp enough of a window, if they can find the agendas in those 74 cards, to start scoring out more 3-2s, 3-1s, whatever else. Because I have no idea what the agenda suite of a 74 card Ob deck is. I mean, I know what 7 of them.
Ah, that's what that card is. It's a Hermes.
It's a Hermes, but that's not
Okay.
going to do anything because everything's rezzed. Okay.
I'll just be shuffling though. It's your turn.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep shuffling. Take your turn. Don't worry about me. Shuffling's going to take a while.
Would love to get a click back at any point in time. Would love to use my ID at any point in time.
So R&D for the
That's-
mark. They're not getting in there anytime soon.
Yeah, well, you do have the boomerang, but you need to get past 2 pieces of ice.
Yeah. What's the icebreaker they do have out?
Woo!
Let's say...
It's much more manageable.
Oh, I don't remember what that card is.
I don't remember what that
It's
card
the-
is either.
No, I recognize that card. I don't remember what it is. I can find it in a second.
Click, install the Kurapira.
Searching for my-
Second Kurapira comes out. Okay.
Oh,
So they're back in the game.
that's rough. You still don't have the twinning, which is rough, but you do have options now.
Oh, I'm gonna actually do that for one left.
So the question is, do you run archives to force them to put the spin doctor back, and to put the slash and burn back in so that the density's higher, or do you save it?
Third click.
Because they can't do a check, force the trash, and then force the spin, and then recheck.
Overclocking R&D. I think that makes sense. It's reasonable. Just getting into R&D at all is very nice.
Then for the barrier, for Kurapira, that is 2 and 1. So 2 to boost it to 3.
Kurapiraing through. So I think it's a Koge breaker, the other one.
Yeah.
Actually
I know the name of the card. I just can't remember what exactly it's called.
two to
It's
break
killing me.
both of them. Cool. And
Okay.
for this time, I believe it's just one.
Yes, you're at strength.
So, oh no, again, from the overclock,
Okay.
and then I'll access one.
Your bonus click. Let me think if I want to do anything here.
Bonus click.
No, yeah.
So
Going in.
gaining Sable click back, back, being a Stavka,
Seeing, just a Stavka.
which is actually a bit.
It
of a
is
threat
good to know
them.
that, especially since you don't have a Sentry Breaker, conceivably.
Yeah, so
Um,
Ob loves a Hafren Stavka combo, so getting the Stavka out is a bit of a threat.
That is a Song Cancel. I can't remember
Okay.
exactly how you said the name.
That's
Which, yeah, it's Code Gate Breaker. It's cheaper if you have a run event active.
Okay.
Sable likes to run a lot of run events.
They do.
Carpe Diem is good. Stuff. Obviously, it's made for. It was kind of made for the new runner. Mushy.
Mr. Ladd?
Yes. She's mushy. Because that deck, you're running as many run events as possible.
Of
Usually.
course, because you get free draw. For it.
Aside from the funny people who are currently running as many icebreakers as possible, which is a fascinating way to play.
I mean, they'll get you draw as well. Okay, so didn't get a lot of information of R&D.
Looks like
Ob play Stavka, not a big bit of breaking news.
Pay 2 to get Kurapira to strike.
running on HQ. That's going to be 5 credits, I believe.
And this is last click, so
I will spend.
there's no. Well, deep dive doesn't exist anymore, and I don't think there's any other rerun things. that
But you could potentially just seeing cards. You haven't been able to get into HQ for a while. You don't know what's in there. Just seeing an agenda here.
Well, you know there's a slash and burn in the bin.
Settled between the cards.
You're not going to get to it, but you know it's there.
A 5. We'll do this one.
Oh, a measured
Ooh,
response.
measured response. That's good to see.
This is a bit of a problem for the runner on 1 credit.
Uh-oh, I have no money.
For
Then 3
trashing
How many
it, so-
cards in hand, though? And only 2 cards in hand, so if there's a second measured, you lose. That's got to
Bringing
hurt
back
a
the
little
measured
bit.
response
That one's removed.
and the slash and burn.
Yeah, this one's RNG, and then we'll do slash and burn.
That's got to hurt a little bit as the corp to know that you just had the game right there instantly, that it was over, and then
That's all
you lose the measured response. Like,
It's all
I
right.
got to play more now.
They got 3 copies. How many? Like, they'll be easy to find in a 45 card deck, right? Oh, wait, this isn't a 45 card deck.
Somewhere in there are measured responses.
Can you even tutor for measured response anymore? There is a tutor, yes, pivot.
There is a tutor, and I'll say this: I'll bet this deck is running it. Because,
I hope so.
Pivot's an okay Wayland card, and this deck certainly seems like it wants to run every single Wayland card.
Oh,
I'm my own downfall.
so just showing on the screen, pivot, the way of getting measured responses. So I think the corp. Oh, I think they've just drawn.
I do. Yeah.
Ah, there it is. There's
measured response.
It's a kill. What a game. Good game on behalf of both players.
Yeah.
Amazingly done. Great place. Well done, Gordon, with the sweep. Love to see it for the local Seattle meta, and love to see it for 74 card Ob win on stream.
I don't like validating this choice.
You heard it here first, folks. If you're looking at your local meta, go home and play 74 card Ob. It's good. It's the best deck around right now.
Which, you trashing my twinning, that's my only copy.
I figured, I was like, I'm pretty happy with that.
Okay. Well, I think we're probably going to take a break.
We'll take a break in just a second. Gonna hopefully, yep. So thanks for tuning in. Now it's the second game of Crown of Servers.
It is indeed.
We've got a lot more games coming today.
Three more?
Three more.
Rounds, so six more games.
And then hopefully some special events. This evening we'll have with any luck, we're going to have a cosplay contest being streamed. And then a live concert from Tripp Mirror, which is very exciting. So stay tuned. Excited to show off all that. Excited to show off more Netrunner later today. And hope you are enjoying the stream. We'll be back a little bit later.
See you soon.